She posted a TikTok, "Get ready with me to dump my boring boyfriend." So I packed her stuff, changed the locks, and mailed her the key. Her video backfired, and now she's getting torn apart in the comments. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I've always been the type of guy who doesn't need fireworks to feel alive. I work a steady job in IT, keep a modest apartment, and actually enjoy a quiet Friday night cooking pasta and watching a movie with someone I care about. To me, that's not boring. That's happiness. At least, that's what I thought until a friend sent me a text that changed everything. It was a Wednesday afternoon. I was at my desk when my phone buzzed. The message was from my buddy Marcus. "Marcus, bro, is this your girlfriend?" He attached a TikTok link. Now, I'm not big on TikTok. I knew my girlfriend, Jenna, posted sometimes little get ready with me videos, outfit checks, the usual, but I never really paid much attention. I trusted her. I clicked the link, and the moment the video started, my stomach dropped. The screen showed Jenna sitting at her vanity, foundation brush in hand, hair tied up. The caption read, "GRWM to dump my boring boyfriend, face blowing a kiss sparkles." At first, I thought maybe it was a joke, some stupid trend. But then she started talking. Jenna, on TikTok, "Okay guys, tonight's the night. I'm finally dumping my boring boyfriend. Like, he's sweet I guess. But honestly, he's so predictable it's painful. He thinks cooking pasta at home is like a romantic date. Like hello? We live in a city with actual restaurants." She laughed at her own joke, dabbing concealer under her eyes. Jenna, and don't even get me started on his job. IT. Like, congrats, you fix printers. So hot. The comments section was already popping off, people dropping laughing emojis, some saying, "Girl, you're savage." She wasn't done. Jenna, meanwhile, "I'm out here with opportunities. I've been talking to Derek, you know, DJ Deluxe. He actually has ambition. He actually knows people. He drives a Beamer, not whatever midlife crisis sedan my boyfriend thinks is cool. Tonight I'm telling him it's over, and then I'm going to Derek's show." She applied lipstick and winked at the camera. Jenna, "Wish me luck dumping Mr. Low Value. Maybe he'll finally realize being stable isn't the same thing as being attractive." The video ended with her blowing a kiss to the camera. I sat there frozen, phone in hand, face burning. My coworker noticed and asked if I was okay. I just shoved my phone in my pocket and said I needed some air. I walked outside, sat on a bench, and replayed the video in my head. Every line stung like a slap. Boring. Low value. Mr. Fix Printers. All the nights I stayed up helping her with her college projects. All the times I skipped hanging out with my friends because she wanted to binge Netflix. All the times I picked up dinner because she was too tired. All of it reduced to a TikTok punchline. And the worst part? That was how I found out I was getting dumped. Not a conversation. Not even a text. A public broadcast. My phone buzzed again. "Marcus. Marcus. Dude, what the actual hell? You okay?" I didn't answer. What was I supposed to say? Instead, I opened the video again. The comments had doubled. Comment 1. "Girl, he sounds like a good guy. Why are you clowning him?" Comment 2. "Not the pasta slander, loudly crying face, some of us like home-cooked meals." Comment 3. "You're really bragging about leaving a stable guy for a DJ?" Yikes. A few were laughing along with her, but most weren't buying it. That gave me the smallest flicker of satisfaction, though it didn't outweigh the humiliation. I put my phone away. My first instinct was to call her, to demand an explanation, to ask why she thought this was okay. But then I stopped myself. What good would that do? She already made her speech. She already decided my worth, not in private, but in front of strangers. And once you've done that, there's no coming back. So I sat there on the bench, breathing slowly until my face cooled down, until the anger simmered into something sharper, calmer. If she wanted a show, fine. But I wasn't going to play the part she wrote for me. When I got home that night, Jenna wasn't there. She was probably already at Derek's show, laughing with her friends, waiting for the right moment to dump me in person, as if I hadn't already seen the preview on TikTok. The apartment looked the same as always. Her shoes scattered by the door, her jacket tossed over the back of a chair, half-empty iced coffee on the counter. But everything felt fake, like a set piece after the actors leave the stage. I stood in the doorway for a long time, staring at it all. My chest was tight, my jaw locked. But underneath that, a strange clarity settled in. If she thought I was boring, predictable, low value, then fine. I'd be predictable one last time. Predictable enough to do the one thing she never thought I'd do. Leave first. I went to the closet, pulled out some boxes, and started packing. One by one, I folded her clothes. Dresses she insisted she needed for content. Jackets I bought her when she said she was cold. Shoes she guilt me into paying half for because we're a team. Into the box they went. In the bathroom, I gathered her hair products. The 20 different bottles of serums that somehow all did the same thing. The curling iron she left plugged in. Another box. Every drawer, every shelf, every little corner where she had staked her claim in my apartment. Cleared. Methodical. Efficient. It wasn't anger driving me. It was focus. The kind of clarity you get when you finally realize the storm has passed and you don't have to stand in the rain anymore. As I packed, flashes of our relationship ran through my mind. Her laughing on our first date, when I nervously spilled coffee and she said, "Relax, it's cute." Her head on my shoulder while we watched movies, telling me I made her feel safe. The time I drove across town at 2 a.m. because her car broke down and she said, "You're my hero." And then the TikTok played again in my head. Congrats, you fix printers. So hot. The whiplash between who she pretended to be with me and who she showed the internet left a sour taste in my mouth. Which version was real? Maybe neither. Maybe she was always just chasing an audience. By the time I finished, every trace of her was in boxes. The apartment looked bare, but lighter. Breathing came easier. Then I did something I'd never done before. I pulled out my toolbox, unscrewed the old lock on the front door, and replaced it with a new one I'd bought months ago, but never used. I didn't even know why I had it. Maybe for emergencies. Maybe for this exact moment. The final touch was the key. I taped her copy to a small note and set it on top of the boxes by the door. The note was only 4 words. "Here's your stuff back." No explanations. No apologies. No begging. As I stepped back, my phone buzzed. It was Marcus again. "Marcus, yo? Did you talk to her yet?" I stared at the message for a while before typing back. Me? Nope. Just packed her things. Marcus, you serious? Bro, you should at least tell her off. Me, why? She already said everything she wanted. To me, to her followers, to the entire internet. I'm just giving her the ending she earned. There was a long pause before he replied. Marcus, damn. That's cold. But kinda perfect. I set the phone down. Cold wasn't the right word. It wasn't revenge, either. It was self-respect. I sat on the couch in the empty feeling apartment, listening to the silence. For the first time in weeks, maybe months, I felt like it belonged to me again. No TikToks blasting from the bedroom. No passive-aggressive comments about how I should dress better. No pressure to take her to someplace Instagram-worthy. Just me. Just peace. And I realized something. Boring isn't the worst thing you can be. Cruel is. Shallow is. Disrespectful is. She could keep her fireworks, her DJs, her Instagram moments. I'd take boring over being her prop any day. The next morning, I woke up to a flood of notifications. My phone was buzzing nonstop, group chats blowing up, people tagging me in videos I didn't even want to see. Apparently, Jenna's TikTok had gone viral overnight. I hadn't checked it since Marcus sent it to me, but curiosity got the better of me. I opened the app and searched her name. Her video had over 2 million views. The caption still read, "GRWM to dump my boring boyfriend nail polish sparkles #upgrade #level up." But the comment section had turned into a war zone. Comment 1. This poor guy? Imagine finding out you're dumped like this. Comment 2. Stability and loyalty aren't boring. You just sound immature. Comment 3. She's bragging about leaving a man with a job for a DJ? Faced with tears of joy, good luck with that. Comment 4. Duet. Some random creator shaking their head. This is why men don't trust anymore. Every time I refreshed, more duets and stitches appeared. People mocking her, calling her shallow, using her as an example of dating entitlement. And the likes? Most weren't on her video. They were on the stitches roasting her. I scrolled through, not out of pain anymore, but fascination. She wanted an audience. She got one, just not the way she expected. By lunchtime, Jenna started damage control. She posted another video, this time with tears in her eyes. Jenna, new TikTok. Okay, guys, I didn't mean for it to come off that harsh. It was supposed to be a joke, exaggerating. My boyfriend is a great guy, but he's just not the right fit for me. Please stop sending me death threats. The comments shredded her worse than before. Comment 1. You don't get to clown him and then play the victim. Comment 2. Girl, you embarrassed yourself. Own it. Comment 3. So you wanted clout, and now you're mad you got it? Even her friends, the ones who always hyped her up, had gone quiet. A couple unfollowed her. Then came the final blow. Derek, the DJ she bragged about, posted on his Instagram story. A plain black screen with white text. For the record, I have nothing to do with that video. Don't involve me in that drama. He didn't tag her, but he didn't need to. Everyone knew. The comments under his next post were brutal. LMAO, she thought she bagged you. / dodged a bullet. Bro / she got roasted harder than your last set. I didn't laugh, not out loud, but inside, a part of me felt something loosen. I didn't have to do a thing. She had torched her own reputation in less than 24 hours. That evening, my phone buzzed. A text from Jenna. Jenna, really? You packed my stuff? Changed the locks? After everything I've done for you. I stared at it for a moment before setting the phone down. No reply. 10 minutes later, Jenna, wow. Real mature. You couldn't even talk to me? You just what? Throw me out? Pathetic. Still, I said nothing. Another hour passed. Another buzz. Jenna. Okay, look. I didn't mean for it to blow up like that. It was supposed to be funny. People are overreacting. You know me, I exaggerate. I put the phone face down and went back to making dinner. Later, I checked again. Dozens of texts. You're being so dramatic. Please just talk to me. Everyone thinks I'm a monster. Can you at least make a statement that we're fine? Do you even care what I'm going through? Her desperation was bleeding through the screen. And for the first time since Marcus sent me that link, I smiled. Not because she was hurting. I wasn't vindictive. But because I finally understood, I didn't need to confront her. I didn't need to defend myself. She had done all the work for me. Over the next week, my phone became a timeline of her unraveling. At first, she was angry. Jenna. Text. You seriously think locking me out makes you look strong? You look weak. Pathetic. Everyone's laughing at you. I read it once, set my phone down, and went back to work. An hour later, Jenna. Okay, fine, maybe I shouldn't have posted that. But you know I didn't mean half the stuff I said. I was just performing. Performing. That word stuck with me. Like our relationship was just a stage she used until a bigger audience showed up. When I didn't answer, she escalated. Jenna, voicemail, voice shaking, people are tearing me apart. You don't understand what it's like. They're calling me names, saying I'll die alone. You could at least defend me. Tell them I'm not that bad. Not that bad. The same woman who called me Mr. Low Value on camera wanted me to vouch for her character. I let it ring out. By the third day, she switched strategies again. Jenna, I miss you. I miss us. We were good together. Don't let one stupid video ruin that. Jenna, I'll delete it. I'll apologize online. We can move past this. Jenna, remember our first date? You spilled coffee, and I said it was cute. I wasn't lying. You make me feel safe. Every message was like watching her rewind, from smug to pleading, from arrogant to desperate. And every time, my response was the same, silence. By the weekend, she stopped trying to be sweet. Jenna, angry voicemail, wow. So that's it. You're just gonna ghost me? After I gave you the best years of my life? You think you'll find someone better? You won't. You're boring, remember? No one wants boring. Her voice cracked at the end, betraying what she didn't want to admit. The more she tried to convince me I was nothing, the more she sounded like she was trying to convince herself. I thought that would be the end of it. But a week later, she cornered me. It was at the grocery store, of all places. I was checking out with some fruit and coffee when I heard her voice behind me. Seriously? You're just going to pretend I don't exist? I turned. There she was, hair in a messy bun, sunglasses failing to hide the dark circles under her eyes. She looked smaller somehow, deflated. The cashier glanced between us nervously. I kept my tone calm. What do you want, Jenna? She scoffed. What do I want? I want to know why you're acting like I'm the bad guy. It was a joke. Everyone took it the wrong way. You know me better than that. I raised an eyebrow. Do I? She faltered, then leaned closer, lowering her voice. Look, this whole thing is stupid. People will forget in a month. We can just laugh about it later. You and me against the world, right? There it was, the pitch. The same fake charm she used online, now aimed at me. I couldn't help it. I laughed. Not cruelly, not loudly. Just a short, amused laugh. She blinked. What's so funny? I shrugged. You wanted a show, Jenna. You got one. Only problem is, you cast yourself as the villain. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. I'm not the villain. I was trying to entertain strangers. I cut in. Congrats. You did. Now you're surprised they don't like your character. The cashier stifled a smile. Jenna's face flushed red. So that's it. You're just going to throw us away like we meant nothing. I shook my head, picked up my bag, and smiled lightly. No, you did that. I'm just cleaning up the set. And with that, I walked out, leaving her standing there, furious and humiliated in front of a cashier who would probably tell this story later. As I stepped into the parking lot, I felt lighter. Not triumphant, not vengeful, just free. She wanted an audience for my humiliation. Instead, she became the show. And I didn't even have to buy a ticket. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.